I am by forever. Dog whisperer, rhymer, spitter, poetry, psychology, rapper, live it forever. I believe in integrity. Dogs have it. Humans are sometimes lacking it. Discipline isn't about showing a dog who's boss. Discipline isn't about showing a dog who's boss. It's about taking responsibility for a living creature you have brought into your world as it spins and it whirls and it swirls and it twirls. Denial, they say, stands for don't even notice I am lying. Human beings are the only animals who are happily lied to by our own minds about what is actually happening around us. There is no such thing as a problem breed. However, there is no shortage of problem owners. I'll believe it if I see it, for dogs translate to. I'll believe it if I smell it, so don't bother yelling at them. Rhythm anthem, it's the energy and scent they pay attention to, not your words. Tyrannosaurus Rex, T-Y-R-A-N-N-O-S-R-E-R-S-R-E-X. Tyrannosaurus Rex, T-Y-R-A-N-N-O-S-R-E-R-S-R-E-X. Recuperate, R-E-C-U-P-E-R-A-T-E. Mississippi, M-I-S-S-I, S-S-I, P-P-I. Never ending rhyme. You cannot love a dog out of her bad behavior, just as you can't love a criminal into stopping his crimes. You cannot love a dog out of her bad behavior, just as you can't love a criminal into stopping his crimes. Rhymes all day and all night. Echoing off the caverns of my mind. Wolves are disciplined, not only when they hunt, but also when they travel, when they play, and when they eat. Nature doesn't view discipline as a negative thing. Discipline is a DNA. Discipline is survival. I live in the streets of projects where they kill you if you white or tagging, but I survived. I think I like a challenge. I'm rapping automatic, spit and I spat it. I believe it is. It's our loss of connection with our instinctual side that prevents us from being effective pack leaders for our dogs. Perhaps it's also why we also seem to be failing at being positive guardians of our planet. Rapping, I spat it. In the Bible, in the book of Revelations, it says our pets are supposed to turn on us sometime at the end of time, and the end of rhymes, and the biblical rhymes. Parables are rhymes are rhymes. Spiritual fulfillment doesn't have to mean belief in a religion or disbelief in a science, whether one believes in an unseen, all-knowing force, or the wonder of science in the universe, or simply the beauty of the human spirit. Nearly everyone feels an inner longing to feel a part of something bigger than ourselves. Raps on the shelf. Call me a sinner, call me a saint. Tell me it's over. I just don't want you to hurt. It's all that I can say, so I'll be on my way. Mother Nature's ruthless to the weak, but isn't arbitrary, cruel, or negative. Mother Nature saves aggression for extreme situations and instead uses consistent leadership to help keep things running smoothly. Mother Nature doesn't rule by fear and anger, but by calm, strength, and assertiveness. If you give only 80% leadership, your dog will give you 80% following, and the other 20% of the time he will run the show. But if you give your dog any opportunity for him to lead you, he will take it. Rhyme, I spit it. My kids are around pit bulls every day. In the 70s, they blamed Dobermans. In the 80s, they blamed German Shepherds. In the 90s, they blamed the Rottweiler. Now they blame the pit bull. But just because a person goes to Harvard doesn't mean he balanced when he graduates. And just because a dog knows how to obey doesn't mean he's balanced either. Rapper forever. Raps in a silver platter. A pitter, a patter. Stops rapping never. Lives happily ever after. Raps forever, live forever, the forever rapper, set in that verse, for the forever rapper, stops rapping never, a pitter, a patcher, the rhymes go splatter, on a silver platter, the forever rapper, stops rapping never. Years later, my wife, Illusion, woke me up to the realization that you can't just dump your whole species simply because you've had a few bad encounters with some of its members. Intimacy's a greater goal to seek. That true knowledge of intimacy within our own species will allow us to pass it along to interspecies relations, rapper equations, annihilation, invasion. Animals don't follow unstable pack pack leaders. Only animals promote, follow, and praise instability. Only humans have leaders who can lie and get away with it. Around the world, most of the pack leaders we follow today are not stable. Their followers may not know it, but Mother Nature is far too honest to be fooled by angry, frustrated, jealous, competitive, stubborn, or other negative energy, even if it is masked by a politician's smile that rap or never end a snap. Puppies and kids naturally go together, but it's up to the adults to teach them how to do it the right way. Rapper, away goes today. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, infinitism, rhymatism, anti-establishmentarianism, monotheism, the belief in one God, polytheism, belief in multiple gods, hypothesis, and educated guess my infinite raps, experiment in my rap laboratory, rapping never-endingly, infinitely. It becomes very obvious by reading a dog how stable or unstable his human companion is. Our dogs are our mirrors. Rapper, fear, do, a deer, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Well, there I go. Dogs do know how comfortable you are with yourself, how happy you are, how fearful you are, and what is missing inside of you. Yes, it's true. Never, say never, for the forever rapper, raps forever and ever. Let any animal push your buttons. Never ever correct an animal out of anger or frustration. When you try to correct your dog out of anger, you are usually more out of control than your dog is. You are fulfilling your own needs, not the animals. And in a profoundly unhealthy way, trust me, your dog will sense your unstable energy and often escalate her unwanted behavior. Instead, remember, your dog is your mirror. The behavior you get back is usually in some way a reflection of your own. Rapper, about what's flowing from Polonian shore, rapping forevermore, more. Pondered upon a hall weekend wearily, while pondering drearily the ember of December, the bleak ember of December, rapper forever, stops rapping never, on that sweet never endingly, not the ewy dewy, a gooey, a spittin', a chewy, a buoy. All dogs are predators, but over thousands of generations we've created sort and breeds to be exceptionally focused predators. All dogs like to dig and chase small prey, but terriers are super driven to dig and find rodents. All dogs love to run, but greyhounds can run up to 40 miles an hour and huskies can run for hours and hours on end. All dogs have a natural ability to fight or wrestle with one another, but bully breeds have been genetically engineered to fight to the death. The more pure of a bloodline, the more that genetic boost will probably play a part in your dog's behavior. That's why some owners claim that their mutts make mellower pets, because they theorize their DNA has been somewhat diluted and their breed-related drives diffused as a result. Some of them only doing one of those shows when they are sort of channel instead of more demonstrating more pronounced and levitating, get motivating elevator music. The harder first man making a heaven is for a camel making for the eye of the mule. Thou humbles himself should be exalted, thou exalted himself should be humbled. Thou will not come into the sin and cast a stone. Thou who lives by a sword shall die by a sword. I'm not going to stop spitting forever. The rapper forever stops rapping never. Spitting raps in a silver platter. A pitter, a pactor. Forever rapper forever. Bury me inside, lay me down on a bed of roses, throw my body in the river, watch the body of the forever rapper float up the river, stops rapping never, float to the river forever, rapping forever. And we, as human beings, are capable of creating positive changes in our lives through intent. 14. Dogs will always be attracted to calm, assertive energy. Likewise, it's been published elsewhere, and I am not ashamed to say it. I came to the United States illegally, and I now have my residence card, have paid a large fine for crossing illegally, and I am applying for a full citizenship status. There's no country I'd rather live in than the United States. I truly believe it is the greatest country in the world. I feel blessed to be living and raising my kids here. However, for the poor and working class in Mexico, there is no other way to come to America except illegally. It's impossible. The Mexican government is about who you know and how much money you have. You have to pay enormous amounts to officials in order to get a legal visa. Rapa never enda, aspeta aspecta, rhymes in a silver plata. My family had no way to get their hands on that kind of money. So with just $100 in my pocket, I set out for Tijuana to figure out how to get across the border, rapper forever. As technology has changed, so have our tools. What we're doing is projecting excited emotional energy, which is the furthest from calm, assertive energy that we can get to a dog. Emotional energy is weak and often negative energy. So from the get-go, we're telling the dog that we don't exactly have it all together. Rapper forever spits raps in a silver platter, a pitter, a patter, forever rapper stops rapping, never lives happily ever after. Living forever does that forever rapper. When humans adopt dogs and bring them into into our lives and homes. Most of the time we have the dog's best interest at heart. We try to give them what it is we think they need. The problem is that we are making assumptions based not on what canines need, but on what humans need. But humanizing dogs, we damage their psychology. We damage them psychologically by humanizing dogs. We damage them psychologically. Infinity twixt thee for eternity, spitting never endingly. Sophisticated vocabulary is inadequate, documented education, my psychological and common speciality and library. Peter Piper, the better bars, but there you have the Jim left bread, spread things you up with the perfect Jim left bread. You'll be makes down and go sleep, and I got to close doors, I creep on the back of knocks, because when people use you be space, I want to go sleep, and I got to close doors, I creep. The no touch, no talk, no eye contact approach. Give dogs a chance to smell you and get to know you first before they allow you to enter their personal space. When you use them a no touch, no talk, no eye contact approach, first remember to keep your energy calm and assertive, wrapping their end of a spin of banana, a banana. Shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N. Tyrannosaurus Rex, T-Y-R-N-O-S-R-U-R-S-R-X, T-Y-R-N-O-S-R-U-R-S-R-X. I'm spitting their end. Tyrannosaurus, T-Y-R-N-O-S-R-U-R-S-R-X. I'm spitting their end. Recuperate, R-E-C-U-P-E-R-A-T-E. Mississippi, M-S-S-I, S-S-I, P-B-I. Anti-disciplinarianism, California, Dosinatism, infinitism, rhymatism, and their spittinalism. As humans, the strongest sense we project come from our genital areas and from our mouths. We've all had the experience of a less than well-mannered dog sniffing our crotch areas, though within the dog world, sniffing genitals is considered good manners. Puppies, rapping never endingly. Puppies, said Jerry the King. Larva never stops spitting, rapping never ender. And choosing a dog to share your life, you have an incredible opportunity to form a powerful bond with a member of another species, rapping never endingly. Nature's laws are the invisible government of the earth. Alfred Montepert. You see, animals don't follow unstable pack leaders. Only humans promote, follow, and praise and stability. Only humans have leaders who can lie and get away with it. Around the world, most of the pack leaders we follow today are not stable. Their followers may not know it, but Mother Nature is far too honest to be fooled by angry, frustrated, jealous, competitive, stubborn, or other negative energy, even if it is masked by a politician's smile. That's because all animals can evaluate and discern what balanced energy feels like. Rhyme. After choosing Mr. Green, I asked Brooke if she could find me a towel or cloth that carried the scent of his canine family or of origin to help ease his transition from his first pack into my pack. Brooke did much more than that. Remember, dogs sense when we are happy, and especially when we are happy with them. Rap a never-ending rhythm, anthem, a spit 'em. The concept behind prison is to keep a criminal away from society, and at least in the ideal world to give him time to reflect on what he's done so he won't make the bad choice again. But punishment is often a terrible choice for conflict resolution. Any marriage counselor would tell you that. If my wife and I had a fight and I decided to punish her for a week by being sarcastic and rude to her, am I helping to solve the original problem? Of course not. More likely she'll end up being even angrier with me than she was in the beginning. Rapping never ending. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, infinitism, rhymatism, Peter Piper, the Betty Barber, how much pocket, how many clams I cram inside his clean can, she sells seashore by the seashore, how much pocket, rhyming never take your top, ba na 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 la 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 da 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 ka 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 ka. Being around animals, I am always reminded that the only real moment in life is now. Pop pop pow. I mean pop pop bow wow 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 meow 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 meow. Humans are the only species on Earth that will follow a totally unbalanced and stable leader. Animals, however, though I believe they possess an emotional and spiritual side, will only follow instinctual leaders. Rapper never ender. Teach children how to greet a dog properly by using the no touch, no talk, no eye contact rule until the dog signals that it wants to have more interaction. When the puppy first arrives, make sure the children limit their engagement with it for the first few days, and that they always interact in a calm, quiet manner. Educate your kids about leadership and show them how to block a puppy's excitement if he begins to play too rough. It may seem cute in a tiny puppy, but it could become dangerous as the dog grows up. Don't ever let a child tease a puppy. Rap a monopoly, sloppity, floppity. When the puppy arrives, children should not be crowding around it to pet and play with it. Instead, they should quietly allow the puppy to smell them, then let the primary caretaker put the puppy in its safe place or crate. Imagination is more important than knowledge because with infinite imagination, the possibilities are endless and limitless, rapid never ending. Imagination is more important than knowledge because with infinite knowledge of imagination, the possibilities are limitless, endless. Spitting never end, obsessed with. My rap I'm obsessed with. Stop rapping ever. I'm spitting forever. A Zen psychologist recently noted that the definition of discipline is remembering exactly what you want. Another piece of advice is not to make a big deal out of coming and going. If you share excited energy when you come and go, it only feeds an anxious mind. Rhyme, all day and all night, echoing out the caverns of my mind, all day and all night, the infinite echoing rhymes, lying. The bleak then the screaming was tearing us apart. The hatred, deceit, the disaster is all fucking over now. I held you closer, tighter, because I knew that you would disappear. I just can't apologize. There's nothing you can say. We both knew this would always end this way. Discourage rough games such as wrestling, tug of war, keep away and play biting, and encourage your children to master the walk and to engage in challenging activities such as fetch, swimming, and agility games. Teach children that all games with a puppy need to have a beginning and an end. And then again. First of all, if your dog is jumping on you, that's an act of dominance. Don't allow it. Spit it, rap it. Once the ears are open and they can hear a little bit, we do a lot of handling, picking them up, touching them, but we also start playing sound tapes. We do that at 3 weeks. We have realistic tapes of the sounds of firecrackers, vacuum cleaners, kids screaming, cars honking, bang, 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 rapping, Emma twain, woof, 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 meow, 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 pop, 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 plop, plop, plop. But unlike human children, dogs don't dream about or obsess over the past experiences that we do. They live in the moment. Cain wasn't spending his days worrying about shiny floors, and he naturally reacted to protect himself when the original accident happened. But since his owner intensified the traumatic experience with her overly excited emotional energy, then nurtured that fear by giving him affection every time he got near a shiny floor, Cain now saw shiny floors is a very big deal indeed. Whenever an animal isn't allowed to move through its fear, that fear can become a phobia. What Cain needed was a calm, assertive pack leader to recondition him and show him that rap, echoing infinite rhymes all day and all night, and I was keeping it around me while I thought was solid ground. I tried to look the other way, but I couldn't turn around. Was there ever any question of how much I could take? Kept feeding me your bullshit, hoping I could break. I just could never be what you wanted me to be. You pulled me under just to save yourself, perhaps on the shelf. Many owners think that they can substitute taking a dog out to play fetch for giving him regular walks. That doesn't work. Yes, it's exercise, but not the kind of primal activity that migrating with a pack leader provides. I like to compare it to the kids to Chuck E. Cheese's versus taking them to piano lessons. Chuck E. Cheese's will have them bouncing off the walls. That's excitement. Piano lessons will be a psychological challenge. That's calm submission. Playing catches excitement. A walk is calm. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. It's a natural thing for a human to feel sympathy for another animal who is in distress, but dogs don't need our sympathy. They need our leadership. Shows up in you basically how someone shows up in the mirrors or shall city of the same word get motivated elevate germ music. So I was whole bottle of alcohol. Feel like Godzilla, the syllable killer, spit the spiller, a never ender, a spiller, never ender, forever rapper. So supercalifragilisticexpialidocious has been finitism, rheumatism, never end. So scale vocabulary, document education, peer private Betty Barber, education, my psychological incompetence, was validating library, what saying fully admit, randoms consciously accurately, a Betty Barber, so the better, that are yellow, the furry jersey, and black bread, a summon accurately and coherently, randomly, while reading children, so the anti-vegetarianism, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, infinitism, rheumatism, Harvard Richmond making a heaven is for a camel, making for the eye, hold the needle, thou lives by a sword, shall die by a sword, thou who not commit of the sin and cast a stone, thou who humbles himself should be exalted, thou who exalts himself should be humbled, rapping never endo, a pitter, a patcher, the rhyme school, splatter, and a silver platter, forever rapper, stops rapping never, forever and ever, raps forever. As the pack leader, you should fill your dog with confidence and calm, submissive energy. When you return home, your dog may not look as happy, but trust me, a dog that sits quietly and looks at you when you come home is much, much happier than a dog that is bouncing off the walls, but but petting a fretful puppy can actually create exactly the outcome you don't want. A puppy that always gets upset whenever she is inside a car or a kennel wrapping up a funnel. As we discussed in the last chapter, your puppy may still be in the cautious phase that marks the end of her early socialization period. So don't force the puppy inside if she is putting the brakes on. Remember my formula: nose, eyes, ears, formula. My equilibrium's off. Must be the pick me up. I don't need to buy any drugs, man. People give me them. It's extremely fun to spit in a bum. The truth is that as human beings living in a often stressful, competitive world, we all have known members of our own species who are trained or highly educated or credentialed, but definitely not balanced. I believe the world is in fight or flight avoidance state because we have very intelligent people ruling the world, but not necessarily the people with the best common sense or the people who generally have the good of the rest of their human pack at heart. We need more of those people in positions of power in order to return our own world to balance, rapid never ending, enhance, a rapid invasion, annihilation, equation, never ending, spitting and spatting, a rapping, never ending, a forever rapper, never say never, about that young, bury me inside, lay me down in a bed of roses, throw my body in the river, watch the body of the forever rapper flow up the river forever and ever, stop rapping never. If anyone ever says to you that people in the United States don't have kindness in their hearts anymore, don't believe them. I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for the unselfish help and trust of so many people who reached out to me in this country. Those two beautiful ladies in San Diego were the very first, but they wouldn't beat the last. Raps. I'll never stop running at my trap. You see, animals don't follow unstable pack leaders. Only humans promote, follow, and praise and stability. Only humans praise instability and follow it, can't you see? Believe me, not a day goes by that I don't remember how truly blessed I've been with the people who've been put in my path. Rap. Some I only should name another stuff, spend never end, spend all day and all night, spend never ending rhymes. Hustle the devil, a shizzle, my nizzle, a bedazzle, a hustle the devil. I'm the first person to beat Satan in the duel of words since Jesus did it in the desert. Forever rapper stops rapping never, so never say never. Forever rapper live it forever. A leader is a leader around the clock. No matter how tired you are, no matter whether you want to concentrate on a ball game or your magazine, you still send her the same calm, assertive leadership energy. Never stop rapping, never endingly. Stop rapping, never endingly. Caesar's rules for mastering the walk, leave, and enter your house in front of your dog. Position in the pack is important. Don't let your dog leave the house in an overexcited condition. Make sure she is calm, submissive, and in waiting mode before you open the door. Make sure you are the one to invite her outside and trigger the activity. Walk with your dog behind you or next to you, not in front of you, though there is time and place for that, and definitely not pulling. You are creating any tension on the leash. Make your dog walk a minimum of 30 minutes for older, lower energy or smaller dogs, and 45 minutes for larger and higher energy dogs. Walk like a pack leader, head up, shoulders back. Your posture is part of your body language that your dog reads when asserting your energy. When assessing your energy, keep your arm relaxed and the leash loose as if you were holding a briefcase or pocketbook. Alternate between the formal, structured walk and short breaks for your dog to pee, sniff, and explore, which may even include a short burst of walking ahead of you. The key is for you to be the one to start and stop the behavior. Rapper forever. Hold you closer, tighter. It's hard for me to understand myself, so it has to be hard as hell for you. For you, aren't we born to be broken sinners and saints? Somebody tell the heavens that I'm ready to escape. Rapper away, unlike humans who have the power or curse of denial to keep them in an abusive situation. Animals will always move toward balance. Automatically, the brain says, hey, finally I get a rest. They are relieved to be out of that state of constant tension. Something I'm only doing, even though shows have been maybe rest for excel, said she does say more demonstrating my philosophy and levitating. I get motivated, me elevator, me blah. What a mouthful, blah. Nah. About so you hear me speak so and sleeping. I got scores. I was back with oxygen when people because punch stocks with me. This is touch only Marshall is sweet. And my mind on fire, Marshall, football, full star, bar sugar. You sit back as a pack of zags bag full. Gives me shit. Need me rolls me to see the surface for curse blood bizarre shit works and sells and helps. Blah. Mac. What a mouthful, blah. nature. A dog's life is very simple because dogs' realities are formed primarily by the senses. They live moment by moment. Everything is focused on what they need to survive. A dog can only focus on one thing at a time. Dogs do not worry about the future or dwell on the past. They exist in the moment, which can be something very difficult for humans to understand, especially with the stresses of modern life. Rhymes, rhymes, rhymes all day and all night, 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 night. The key, I told Chris, was in correcting Pepper before her mind got caught up in its excited, aggressive state. Rhyme awake, wait, away. Like an infinite rhymes, rhymes, rhymes all day and all night, night, night. Don't introduce an excited child to a puppy. Teach your kids early about the concept of calm, assertive energy, rapping their enemy.